Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna look at the movie called Madam Koi Koi. Those of you that has low data in Nigeria, hey, this is a place to watch it. I hope you enjoy. Thanks. The story starts out with Amanda, a young child who struggles to fit in at her new boarding school, St. Augustine Catholic College. It is the focus of the first episode. Her mother, who was having financial troubles, had to pick the school and had not given any information about Amanda's father, who she said had deserted them as soon as she was born. Without any idea of helping them, Amanda has made countless attempts to find out more about her father, but her mother repeatedly puts the end to the conversation. On the first day of school, Amanda sees the popular kid while at her welcome assembly with her newfound friend Edna, who wants her to keep distance away from them. Edna expressed every girl who hangs with the boys end up crying. She sees it countless times and she don't know why. She always stated history repeats itself. Later on that night, history repeats itself according to Edna. Boys will lure Ibokun, a different female, to their secret location outside the school, where they would take turns to rape her and send her out into the night. One of the boys, Idowu, who had lured Ibokun to the rapist, suddenly had a fit of guilt and raced outside to urge her to return safely to the hostel. Unfortunately, the vindictive spirit, known as Madam Koi Koi, attacks and grabs him by the neck, then kills him with a stomp. That same night in the dorm, Amanda had a nightmare. This nightmare gave her insomnia, messing up her sleep paralysis. It didn't stop there. Two more murders happened. One included a drunkard, which I found it real funny.
Omo, give me a kiss, give me that small nyash.
And a thief in the same forest. This causes local policemen to investigate the police and Oscar. Sooner or later, ID, aka Idowu, body was found. His face was brutally remodeled, so bad his face wasn't recognizable. However, the police identified the school uniform. When they tried to confront the issue with Madame Superior, she said all the students were all accounted for. Not only the police, but these fuckboys also informed her ID was missing. Her only answer was ID has a history of running back to the parents after being homesick. She didn't even make an attempt to look for him. What was her reason? She didn't want the school to be shut down, despite of the rape incidents that's been reported to her. Now, you would think her being a woman, she would take these rape cases seriously, but she brushed it off, all in the name of keeping the school running no matter how much lives are being destroyed. Moments later, those useless boys turned their attention to Amanda when they saw how intelligent and self-assured she was. Therefore, they went to meet Mother Superior to request her approval to recruit Amanda to join their gang to replace ID, in an attempt to ruin her life as well. Accepting Mother Superior sent Amanda to speak with her. In order to help Amanda improve her academic ability, she invited her to apply for the scholarship program. Amanda hesitated to participate in the program, even though she knew those boys weren't safe, but Mother Superior urged her to change her mind since she might receive lower exam score if she didn't enroll. With no other choice, Amanda consented to participate, but she brought her friend along. At the studies, after a few exchanges of insults between the boys and the girls, the boys became furious and tried to leash their anger on Amanda and her friend. The school older security guy caught them and asked them to leave the girls alone. I would have beat their ass. Now, the story now focuses on the elderly man. When strange activity occurred near the school alarmed the elderly man, he knew full well that the first corpse discovered in the wilderness wearing a school uniform belongs to ID. But he had to keep it quiet since Mother Superior had forbidden him from bringing it up. In the meantime, a nun at the school by the name of Ruth is introduced to us in the picture. Ruth, who had suffered a traumatic event that causes her to lose her voice a few years prior, devoted herself to prayer and God's protection. Ruth ignored the elderly man's request to report the event to the authorities what happened years ago. In an attempt to address these problems, The LA guy himself visited the police department one day and spoke with them about an incident that happened in the Maloma forest 20 years prior. Ruth was walking with her companion Rosemary through the woodland back to her house at night. Rosemary dressed different than Ruth since she wasn't as devoted. When Ruth questioned Rosemary why she didn't want to continue her education, she just said that Mother Superior wouldn't approve her attire. So she opted to stay at home since she didn't feel like she could be herself at school. After a brief chat and a stroll, the two girls parted their ways. Ruth wished Rosemary safe journey home. Two no-good men attempted to assault Rosemary as she made her way towards her house. Despite her best effort to resist, Rosemary was visually attacked and sexually assaulted by them. In addition, one of the guys gave her a serious beatdown that remodeled her face and ensured to her death. Rosemary could not raise herself up as the boys fled. She crawled in the direction of the tree that was known for being cursed. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the birth of Madame Koi Koi. And thanks for watching. That was episode 1. Episode 2 is amazing, the last saga of the episode. I think Madame Koi Koi is the best horror flick series Nigeria has produced right now. But it would never rival Wille, the horror saga that was made back in the 90s. Regardless of the technology they used to make that movie, it scared every living soul from adult to kids. Could you imagine if they had this technology right now and those guys made Wille? It would blow every single Nigerian horror movie out the water. And I wanna thank those guys. But that's my opinion. If you like this content, you like content like this, review like this, give a subscribe and like, and I'll make more. Thanks for the +4 subscribers. This is a new channel, and I appreciate it, guys. Good night.